Welcome back, students, to the next session of report writing. While writing a review of a book, there are few things which you need to understand. Basically, a book review or a film review is almost the similar, except the style and a little change in the writing. Now, before we start, we need to understand the methodology for writing a book review of fiction or non-fiction. Initially, write the basic element down in an outline format that will help you to organize your thoughts. What will you include in the outline are the following guidelines which are suggested. For books of fiction, the first point, start with the type of book, that is whether it is romantic, adventurous, detective, spy, horror, science fiction, or literary or philosophical. The second point which needs to be kept in mind, that the description of the book. Now here the description should include the elements as the setting, that is where the story takes place. Is it real or imaginary one? It may be semi-autobiographical. If the author does not tell you exactly where the story is set, what can you tell about it from the way it is described? The second point under the description is the time period. That is the story set in the present day or in the earlier times? Whether it is a classical or it's prehistoric or it's a modern kind of a writing. Perhaps it can even be set in future, a kind of science fiction. So let your readers know about it. And the third is the main characters. That is, who is the protagonist of the story? Give a brief description of this character. And often one character can be singled out as the main character, but some books will have more than one. The third point under the book review is the plot. Now, what happens to the main character? Be very careful here. You should not be writing the story or the summary of the report of the book. Pick only the important events which leave an imprinting mark on the reader. You can explain the situation of the main character as the story opens. Identify with the basic plot element of the story. That is, the main character is trying to achieve something or overcome a particular problem, or something in relation to the main plot. Describe few important things that happens to the main character. And finally, you hint the story's conclusion, giving away without letting the reader know the ending of it. The next is the author's style of writing, whether the style is smooth, simple, jarring, or it's more of creativity with lot of phrases or idioms, or it can be even a very difficult style of written format. Presentation, like your comments on the cover page, the type of binding name of the publisher, price, etc. It's important to write the comment which is given on the cover page. That sets the book enrolling and understanding to the viewers that what is the concept and how the other people have taken in the book as a reflection. Comparison with the author's own work or a similar book, that is the various works of the author which he has written, and how this book is either similar or in contrast to his other works. Critical appreciation, that is your overall impression of the book, whether you found it realistic, action-oriented, engrossing, spellbinding, drab, or complex. You can also give the opinion of a known critic or make a mention of the award acclaimed it won. Now we come to the books of non-fiction. If you have chosen a book of non-fiction, like a biography, history, scientific, political, travelogue, or a factual text, in that case, the descriptive section of your report should include subject, that is an initial statement on the general subject of the book, a summary of what the author had to say about the subject. Again, pick only the most important points to discuss. For biography, describe some of the key events in the person's life. For history or other subjects, describe some of the main points made about the subject. If the book is divided into different chapters, you can often use those divisions as a guide to the main point. Overall impression, that is, how do you see the book? It's informative, exhaustive, learning, or complex. What seemed to be author's main reason for writing the book? Presentation, again, the comments on the cover page, the type of binding, name of publisher, price, and the comments given by the famous personality or the any of the publishing houses. Comparison, that is with author's own work, and critical appreciation, that is your overall impression of the book. The opinion of a known critic can also be mentioned along with the award and acclaim it won. Now remember, whether you are writing about fiction or non-fiction, you must be sure to recognize the main idea or ideas in the book. So be sure that you have a good understanding of it before you begin to write. Now before we go ahead, I'll just introduce you to one of the book reviews, which is written by Shiv Kheda. You Can Win. It's written by Shiv Kheda, Macmillan Publishers, pages 290 and rupees 395. You Can Win is a book by Shiv Kheda, the renowned author, educator, business consultant, and successful entrepreneur. This book is an international bestseller with 2 million copies sold in 16 languages. We change the paragraph here, and here we see, again, please ensure it's a computerized format. It has 8 chapters which deal with topics such as importance of positive attitude, success, motivation, self-esteem, personality, habits, goals, and importance of interpersonal skills. It is written in simple and lucid style, with real-life examples and step-by-step strategies for achievers. The book has common sense appeal and induces the readers to refer it again and again. This book is not a read and forgot type, but a kind of building manual helping the reader to build his life into a successful and fulfilling one. It makes one ponder on what is his ultimate goal in life, and how is he going to achieve it. It gives the message that one is not expected to win every battle, but the ultimate way has to be won. The author takes the reader to his own as well as other leaders' insight and philosophies to keep the reader's mind fresh and enthusiastic throughout the book. He reminds the reader that the winner is always a part of the answer and loser is always the part of the problem. The book has simplified deep philosophies to make the reader realize its true worth. As Washington Irving said, "Great minds have purposes, others have wishes." And the author goes on to explain goals, dreams, desires, and fears. As one goes back to the book and again, one is bound to get more and more deep insight into the author's view that winners do different things but do things differently. The book is a must-read for all those who want to be a winner. Now with this, we come end to the book review, and with the sample you must have understood how it has to be written. So ensure that you read a book and write a book review. Thank you.